Let's read Ruth Padel, the great-great-granddaughter of Charles Darwin. So what she's done in this book, which is titled Darwin, A Life in Poems, is she's taken a lot of these notes that Darwin himself made on his voyages, especially when he went on the Beagle and landed in South America, his first experience in the tropical climate, right? So she's taken notes from his own notes, and she's also quoted him extensively in the poems. It's a very nice experiment, if you ask me, and I think Nitya and I had the honor of meeting her a couple. No, you weren't there? Okay. She was here in Bengaluru, and those of us who are in some conservation NGOs got to meet her, and she was telling us all these stories. It's crazy that, Darwin's family was with us, and all the things that he has left, and things that the family cherishes and everything. So, this poem that I've chosen now is called Like Giving to a Blind Man Eyes. This is one of his very famous quotes. Like giving to a blind man eyes. So the notes go, January 1832, Cape Verde Islands, Darwin's first glimpse of tropical vegetation. One of Darwin's great inspirations was the work on South America by Alexander von Humboldt, whom I also suggest you read or just look into his work. Personal narrative of travels to the equatorial regions of the new continent. And the poem goes, he's standing in Elysium, palm feathers, a green dream of fountain against blue sky. Banana fronds, slack rubber rivulets, a canopy of waterproof tear stain over his head. Pods of tamarind, follicle, pinnacle, hole, bowl, and thorn. I expected a good deal. She's quoting him here. I expected a good deal. I had read Humboldt and was afraid of disappointment. What if he had stayed home? What if he had stayed home? How utterly vain such fear is, none can tell but those who have seen what I have today. A small rock off Africa, alone with his enchantment. How glorious is this? Alone with his enchantment. So much and so unknown, like taking a newborn baby in your arms. Not only the grace of forms and rich new colors, it's the numberless and confusing associations rushing on the mind. He walks through hot, damp air and tastes it. He walks through hot, damp air and tastes it like the breath of earth, like blood. He's possessed by chlorophyll, by the calls of unknown birds. He wades into sea and scares an octopus. It puffs black hair at him, turns red as hyacinth, and darts for cover. He sees it watching him. He sees it watching him. He's discovered something wonderful. He tests it against colored card, and the sailors laugh. They know that girly blush. He feels a fool, but look, he's touched tropical volcanic rock for the first time, and coral on its native stone. This is beautiful, this allusion that coral is on its native stone, as it should be, ideally. Often at Edinburgh have I gazed at little pools. This is again her quoting Darwin. Often at Edinburgh have I gazed at little pools of water left by tide. From tiny corals of our shores, I pictured large ones. Little did I know how exquisite, still less expect my hope of seeing them to come true. Never in my wildest castles of the air did I imagine this. Lava must once have streamed on the seafloor here, baking shells to white hard rock. Then a subterranean force pushed everything up to make an island. Vegetation he's never seen, and every step a new surprise. New insects fluttering about still newer flowers. It has been for me a glorious day, like giving to a blind man eyes.